Hello and welcome to the full moon in Cancer, guys. The first full moon of 2026, the first major lunation of the year, straight out of the gate. Just 3 days in, not even, it's at 5 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So depending where you are in the world. First couple of days into the new year, and we have this really powerful full moon happening in Cancer. This full moon is happening January 3rd, 5 in the morning Eastern Standard Time at 13 degrees of Cancer. So first and foremost, guys, what does Cancer rule in your chart? If you want to know, people want to know, like, well, what does the full moon mean? It's going to impact different people differently based on where it sits in your chart. What does Cancer rule in your birth chart? What house does it rule? So this is going to highlight where this is showing up in your life, where this is highlighting something in your life. And of course, the next thing we're also going to look at is if you have any planets around 13 degrees of Cancer or Capricorn as well. This is going to be impacting you more than the rest of the collective. It's specifically activating your chart. So if you've got within 3 degrees either way of 13, and this is at the Aries degree. So 13 degrees is Aries. So Cancer with Aries energy. So both of those signs are cardinal signs. They're both initiators. They kick off the beginning of a new season. So this full moon is happening at the very beginning of this year at this 13th degree in Cancer. And there's a lot of other things that I'm going to get into later in this video as to what makes this full moon a really strong initiation for the year, straight out of the gate. So, all right, the ruler of this moon is the moon. The ruler of Cancer is the moon. So the moon is at home in Cancer. Cancerian energy is all about, Cancer is the mother archetype, right? Cancer is all about nurturing, nourishing, caretaking. It's very creative, it's artistic, it's intuitive, very sensitive and emotional. And it brings this very snuggly, cozy, very feminine energy into our lives. And there is a really strong focus here around our inner worlds, around our inner child, feeling safe, our emotional world. And this full moon in Cancer is happening against the backdrop of Capricorn season. This axis, this is mommy and daddy, as I like to refer to them. Now, these are just archetypes, all right, guys? Keep it simple. Let's not get into it too deep. So Capricorn is the material world. It's about work, career, legacy. What are you building? What are you achieving? Even if it's not a traditional job, like if you're a stay-at-home mom, but like, what is your legacy? What are you building, right? Or even in the community. It's a sense of responsibility. It's practicality and determination. It's dedication and commitment to the long haul, to the big picture. So Capricorn is out to get to the very top, to succeed, to achieve, to build. And Cancer is all about that inner world. So we have to have a balance between our inner world and our outer world in order to succeed in this life, in order to have a sense of fulfillment and balance so that we don't burn out and crash out. This axis really highlights that inner world versus our outer world. So that taking care of that emotional foundation, self-care, is really essential for grounding us so that we can go out and crush it and take on the world, take on the day, right? Inner foundations need to be tended to so that we can hold more weight. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? We all know this. So we're not able to serve or help anybody or show up in the world when our foundation is unstable. And I was really getting this image of like, okay, you know the saying, like, behind every good man, there's a good woman. And like, not to get too deep into this, not to get into like sexism or feminism or like any of that, don't deep it, guys. But behind every good man is a good woman. Just looking at that imagery, if you just look at that, like the most successful men, they're able to go out and do what they do because they've got the support behind the scenes. Now that's a very traditional, simple visual. We get the idea, right? Or even just like when we have the foundation that a good mother provides, like a mother provides the nourishment, the emotional foundation of a home for her children so that they can grow up to believe in themselves and to make an impact in the world. So tending to that inner foundation, tending to that inner world, making sure like we're good on the inside. Now, some things I really want to point out with this full moon. So it's not just a full moon in Cancer. This full moon, we have a lot of stuff happening right out of the gate in January. We have multiple Kazimis happening with all the inner planets. We have a lot of stelliums happening from late 2025 into 2026. So we have Venus, Mars, and as of the 1st of January, Mercury in Capricorn. And we are going to have Venus and Mars Kazimi at the same time in Capricorn. That means Venus and Mars are conjunct the sun. They are passing through the sun. And when planets pass through the sun, they get like a reboot, a rebirth, if you will. So these are really potent, important snapshots and moments in time. They're a rebirth. So all the inner planets, the outer planets are more generational. The outer planets are more cultural, collective. They're still important, but inner planets are much more potent. They move faster. They are more of our daily life and daily routines. They show up immediately. This is very rare, for the record, guys, like really rare. The astrology of the times, literally the rarest astrology ever. So, the full moon happening opposite at the same time as these Kazimis with Venus and Mars. So this is a powerful reboot around our love, our drive, our desires, and our actions. So really bringing a focus to like, what do you really want? What are you working towards? It's gonna become really clear these few days throughout the beginning half of January what you want and why you want what you want. So the moon's highlighting that inner fulfillment of these desires, why you're working for the things that you're after. Why does it matter? What does it mean to you? Is it a personal legacy? Is it personal fulfillment? Is it healing something within you? Is it fulfilling that inner child, your dreams? Is it just accomplishing something? Is it creating stability in your world? Like, what's your why? Is it for your family? Is it for your loved ones? So it's a powerful time to get really clear on what's necessary, what is staying, and what is time to let go. Because full moons are always about a culmination, and from that point, we start releasing. We can't get any fuller. And so these themes around Cancer, we're going to start to release what we need to release around that. Okay, you can look at that as a 2-week cycle, releasing from the full moon down to the new moon in Capricorn. later in the month, or you can look at this on a much bigger, grander scale from the full moon in Cancer until the new moon in Cancer, which will be in the summer. So a 6-month interval or 2-week interval. Up to you. Intention is everything. So paying attention to what emotional baggage is ready to go, right? Because Cancer, the shadow side of Cancer is that it is highly emotional, very sensitive, taking things very personally and holding on to it forever, right? And not addressing it. Cancer is the classic, I'm fine. I'm fine. When like it's obvious that things are not fine, right? That's Cancer in its lower octave. So emotional baggage. What are these beliefs, big feelings, projections, things that you've taken personally? What are these things that are just like emotional baggage that are time to let go? It's going to become very clear. We might even have a breakthrough around what really doesn't serve our purpose, right? Capricorn is going to be our purpose. Cancer, these are the stories, these are the beliefs, these are the feelings. So what can we maybe address and sit with and process and let go so that we can move in our purpose, right? Some of our beliefs are limiting beliefs, right? They're just holding us back. Some of the stories that we tell ourselves, some of the things that we project onto the world aren't even true, right? And we've maybe held them since we were a little kid. So what's time to let go? So the other big thing as well is that this full moon is sextiling and trining the nodes. So the north node being in Pisces, the south node being in Virgo. And this full moon in Cancer is sextiling and trining those. So this is positive and benefic and helping us move along towards our purpose. This is our collective in real time purpose. So the purpose of the North Node in Pisces is to open our hearts, is to tap deeper into our hearts, unconditional love, and a much more spiritual kind of journey. So this is really, again, allowing us to let go of the stories, those old attachments, the limiting beliefs, the personal stories we've taken on, so that we can move towards that purpose in Pisces. This is a really good healing highlight. This is a healing moment, right? It's allowing us to shine this light on our hearts a little deeper, a little stronger, really leaning deeper into universal love, letting go of the grudges, letting go of the control and manipulation as well, right? Sometimes Cancer will use emotional manipulation. They'll hold that grudge against you forever. And this is really about letting go of the control. Just put the story down. Stop taking things personally. Is this serving me? Is this serving the collective? So overall, this is a really great time to be reparenting our inner child, to be tending to those emotional needs, our emotional world, any wounds, and sitting with the big feelings. There might be a lot of big feelings at this moment in time with a full moon in Cancer and the North Node in Pisces. There might be some big feels that pop up. You might even feel like there's just, what I'm getting is that like with all the stellium that we're having with Capricorn, and this full moon in Cancer popping up is kind of like a crack, like breaking us open a little bit, having like a hot little meltdown of like, okay, I want all these things. I want to build this. I want to do that. I want to accomplish so much. And I'm so clear on it now. It's becoming really clear in these few days. in these few weeks. But like, oh my God, like I have to be a different version of me to accomplish that. Like I literally need to let this baggage down. I literally need to let go of the fucking stories. And I literally need to heal some of these wounds. It's impossible, if not, it's really hard, if not impossible, to accomplish all the big hopes and dreams and goals that we have if we're still angry about what happened 10 years ago. If we're still pissed at mom or dad. If we're still upset that we didn't get the love in the way that we wanted it when we were 5 years old. We have to tend to those needs. We have to give ourselves that love. We have to give ourselves that foundation now. Right? That's true healing, right? We don't go back to the people. We can't go back in the past, and we can't necessarily go to those people and be like, you should have treated me better. They might agree, they might not. It's up to us. The power is within us. And so this full moon is a really great moment to sit with that. So, I've got some journal questions I'm going to leave you guys with here to ponder. You can pause this video if you need. Feel free to write these down or just sit here for a moment and close your eyes. So, question number 1. What stories and emotions am I holding on to that are so old that don't serve me and need to be let go? Right? What are the stories about myself and the world that need to be let go? They're so fucking done. They're so old. And question number 2. What is something my inner child is craving for at this time? So tapping back in, when you were a kid, what is something that made you, instantly made you feel better? And would that help you right now? Or what is something that your emotional world just really, really wishes they could do and have right now? Question number 3. Where can I implement more self-care as a part of my routine for success? So what is something small, like a daily practice or a little ritual that you can implement every day that is quick, that is short, that is easy, but impactful, that would make your day and overall your life like 10% better, right? Is it like a 5-minute meditation, some stretching, a cup of tea by yourself? What can be like a ritual that you can implement as a part of self-care? Okay, question number 4. What is trying to come into my field this year? What is making itself clear at this time? What is trying to enter my life? Question number 5. What dreams do I wish to accomplish and achieve this year? So this is different. What's trying to enter, and then what dreams do I have already that I know I want to accomplish and achieve this year? Now, these can be 2 different things. Number 6. How can I support myself through the hardest days that are inevitable? That will ensure I don't crumble at the weight. So how can I support myself through the hardest days that are to come? What are some extra self-care tools that you can have at the ready? Right? Is it a long walk in nature? Is it a bubble bath? Is it a Joe Dispenza meditation? Like, what is it? Your favorite meal? A quick call with your therapist. Okay. Number 7 and the last one. What instantly makes me feel comfortable and at home or at peace? Okay. What instantly makes me feel so comfortable and cozy and at home? What is that feeling? What are those things? What are those elements? And this could be anything, because for me, what makes me feel cozy and at home is like having a bright, beautiful apartment, like having a nice, bright home to come home to that is clean, that is aesthetic, that has lots of light, lots of windows. My favorite meal, a cup of tea, my favorite movie, a bubble bath, whatever it is, right? Okay, enjoy this full moon in Cancer. It is a really great time to connect with water. Cancer is a water element. Drink lots of water at this time. Have a bubble bath. Go in the ocean if you can. Whatever you can to connect with water. Connect with loved ones, friends, family, chosen family. Do something to nourish yourself. It's a really great time to paint or draw or like do something artistic just for the sake of it, because that in and of itself is a flow state. That in and of itself is a meditation. That's very healing. And it's a really great outlet under this Cancerian energy. If you're someone also who's like, I can't meditate, do something like with your hands. Build something, paint, draw, whatever. Do something creative. Knit, cook, whatever it is. Do something that's like very creative, or even just something around the home. That'll get like you into that flow state and allow the insights to come pouring through you like a channel. So, and do anything that makes you feel good, guys. This is all about what makes you feel good. Home, cozy, those warm and fuzzies. All right, guys, so enjoy this full moon in Cancer. If you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. You can book directly with me. And let me know, how are you feeling around this full moon? So drop a comment or drop an emoji down below. Happy full moon in Cancer, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.